Hey folks, this is Ben Yussel. How's it going? So I'm going to be spending today with a buddy of mine doing a lot of stuff. More relaxing things, a variety of things. I was reading earlier on in the morning, and I just, um, my body is saying, I'm having enough sleep, I guess. My body doesn't want to go to sleep. And the sun is getting through my window, and already I'm just like, this is gonna be one of those mornings. And I can't sleep, so I'm making a video here. Just another short one here. Besides, it was a few days since I made the last video, other than my last one I just made just a little bit ago. So you guys could use another video, I think. Both of you guys. Yeah. So, one of the things that's been on my mind is obviously the coronavirus. And I think you guys are probably, there's two main trains of thought here still. And because I have more light here coming through my window, I'm going to do this just because it's whatever. But there's not really a whole lot to see in my room, my fan. So. But it's just that, the two main trains of thought with coronavirus right now are one, what do I need to do so I don't get infected? Or if I do get infected, what do I need to do so I don't infect other people? And how do I cure myself of whatever is going on? Coronavirus. That's the main train. That's the one train of thought. The second train of thought is probably something like this. Well, the first train of thought also would include things like, oh, do I need to get some food storage? Right. Second train of thought is, I am so sick and tired of this stupid virus, including I am so sick and tired of hearing about this stupid virus. So the first train of thought again is all the stuff that is okay. What do I actually need to do, right? What is it I need to do to be okay? And then the second train of thought is I really am getting sick and tired of hearing about this and about dealing about this. And right, it's like so the second train of thought is a bit more what I'm going to be focusing on with this video because there's no telling what's going to happen in the future, and you guys should have a little bit of food storage at least. And if you don't have a whole ton of it, you should have access to some other organization that will provide additional food. And if you don't have access to a different organization to provide additional food and water, then you should know of one that provides that kind of thing to everybody, regardless of religion or whatever else. Or you should have family and friends you could go to, that sort of thing. And if you don't have any resources, you definitely need to have some more serious food storage, but it doesn't have to be super expensive. And it should be something you work on over time to build up. Okay, and also all the emergency equipment stuff, which you never really know what you'll need until you go through sometimes certain things, and you say, "Oh, I could have used that," but for the most part, we're talking about things that would be nice rather than things that are necessary to have. I think we all have can openers, but anyway, so it's the second train of thought that I'm focusing on with. Oh my gosh, I'm just sick and tired of this crap. And more specifically, with this video, I'm talking about people on YouTube that upload so and so family prepper or emergency, not necessarily what food they got, but kind of like. So I'll be honest, I haven't seen any. Have I seen any videos like this? The only videos I've allowed myself to watch because I'd probably go nuts, completely nuts if I saw something like I was talking about just for a second ago. The only movies I've actually seen, the only YouTube videos I've seen have been videos that I actually um, prefer to watch about this sort of thing, like what are the actual levels of supplies in food in grocery stores? What's actually out there? Which stores actually have these supplies? So I don't go to a store and there's nothing there in different places. That is very useful information. Even if, it's even interesting to see stuff like that, you know, clear across the country. I think that is time well spent because, yeah, because that's a really big deal to know what's actually in grocery stores. That's a very big deal, in my opinion. Okay. Um, yeah. And then, I'll be honest. I just like some of you guys, I'm curious about fights and things like that over toilet paper. So I've seen a few of those videos, sure. Imagine some of you guys just never watch that stuff because, it's fighting, but, I'm like, this has got to result in some drama in stores. There was a day where I spent a little bit of time watching that stuff, and yeah, yeah. Anyway, but in terms of the kind of person who uploads something regarding, look what I just did. Look what I just. So I've made grocery haul movies or videos. You guys have seen my grocery haul videos, and there's a lot of reasons why someone could make a grocery haul video and it be a good thing, very useful. One, especially showing receipts. So one, knowing what to expect when you go to different kinds of stores, buy different kinds of foods, and how in different kinds of quantities, and knowing what you're going to probably spend. That's useful information, I think. That's why I put that stuff on there. The second thing, of course, is, well, just talking about general nutrition. And there's many other topics like is cooking, and there's how to store foods better so they don't go bad, or and then there's uh, yeah. So all the attending things having to do with food and making sure that you don't buy stuff that's flavorless and boring. Getting some flavor in there, whatever it is that you prefer. Trying new things. What do the different things taste like? There's all these kinds of things that make grocery haul videos not just about, oh, look at me, I can afford to buy this stuff. It's so amazing. Whoa. And that, nobody really minds that because you're not really talking about buying a new mansion and going through the whole mansion. Even if you did something like that, we would all like to see how beautiful some places are. But many of us don't really engage in this sort of envy regarding other people's really expensive stuff. So I still think that kind of thing is just fine to do. And I love architecture myself anyway. So um, just all depends on the tone of voice of the person uploading it. Maybe the vanity thing is more about cars or something. I don't know. I just don't. I don't concern myself with that crap. So anyway, it's just why. And so anyway, so so why have I have an aversion to this COVID-19 nonsense that people are putting online regarding what their family bought and how much toilet paper they bought before seeing any of these videos? Now, I should, so making this video, I should probably watch a few videos just to kind of, after I make this video, of course, just to kind of see if my initial impression of what they're actually doing was right, or how right it was. But if I had to venture a guess, it's vanity, and it's also a me first deal. We got this first, yay! It makes perfect sense to me, for a lot of people to be very family minded. I'm a member of a church that's this way. I myself am single, of course, but a lot of people on YouTube, how can I put this? people in general ought not to be just thinking about their family only all the time. Although that's a big deal, sure, but it's very close-minded just to be that way. And it's also there's a kind of person the kind of person that just thinks about their family first and not other people. It's nothing. It's not admirable. It's not something that we find impressive or inspiring. The kind of people I think that most of us tend to find more inspiring and admirable and worthy of emulation are the people that not only care about their own family very deeply, whether or not they have one, or some people, or whatever. Everybody's in a different situation, but it's the kind of person that is very benevolent and thinking about other people and the welfare of everyone. I think that it's hard to find in your heart to be that way toward certain kinds of people that are particularly diabolical, sure. but but if we're Christian, for instance, and Jesus is our example, and he acted in a way that was very kind toward everybody, then that should be our example. And if you're not Christian, you can still admire Jesus as well. He's, it's find find things you like about him. Try to be more like him. And so there's a reason I mentioned Jesus. I try not to talk about religious things too much in my channel, because I know that maybe isn't necessarily the whole point of this channel. Only to a certain extent, maybe, depends on my own feelings about this channel. Depends on what you guys think, too. Sure, but what you come to expect. But the thing is that when you make videos on YouTube regarding how much toilet paper you probably bought, or whatever. It is kind of a grocery. It's not a grocery haul necessarily video. It's a like a Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, Fred Meyer. Like, this is what we bought. Probably just a general department stores. Big store kind of uh, grocery haul. Not just groceries though, just everything haul. Like, if you make a video like that and you're talking about this is what we got to survive the zombie apocalypse that's going to happen because of this COVID-19 thing, right? Because people are going to turn into zombies because right. So if that's where you're coming from, this is we got there. We got to the stores before everybody else. We got what we needed, and we're hunkering down, and we're going to be just fine. Who wants to watch a video like that? Just an open question to any of you guys. Who wants to watch a video where you have somebody that got some stuff that you weren't able to get because they were sold out? That's whatever it was in a store. And why would what kind of reaction would you tend to have when you saw somebody that's hoarding this stuff? So I have to wonder to myself, when these people put these videos on YouTube, what kind of reaction were they expecting? And what was their mindset to begin with? It makes sense to want to need more things if you have a bunch of kids, sure. That makes sense to me. But when you're like talking about buying like several to like a dozen packs of chicken and like really going to town on certain kinds of foods, and you're like wiping out shelves. You and, well, a person, a mom, right? Or dad. Looking at a lot of some of these moms here, when you and thousands of other moms are just like clearing out grocery stores. I mean, who wants to see a video where you were one of the people that caused the situation that we have today? And we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But because of this panic, now people can't buy what they need. So I have to imagine that if the kind of video I'm thinking is the way it is, I have to imagine that a lot of the commenters are furious with these people, and they're leaving angry comments. And I'm about to find out if my intuition is correct with these idiotic moms. Some, I mean, we're talking about just some, because it obviously goes without saying that there are plenty of other moms that are just fine. That they probably stocked up a bit, sure, but they didn't wipe out an entire grocery shelf. I just, it's the attitude. It's the me first attitude that really rubs me the wrong way. If I'm gonna try to make sure I have enough to survive whatever happens, and if I don't have enough, I know I can go to so I can survive. It's a panicky thing. I understand if some people don't have those resources or they don't know what resources they have that are available to them if they don't have enough. But there's nothing admirable in getting a whole bunch of crap and that could have helped all these other people, but because because some person got 10 big bags of toilet paper, now 9 other people can't have toilet paper. I think the toilet paper thing, hopefully that's gone the way of the dodo. I mean, hopefully people are past that point regarding toilet paper, at least. Bottled water. I don't know. All right, leave in touch the comments below. Let me know if I'm wrong. Believe me, I hope I'm wrong. I hope people are just being more sensible, but because of my intuition is just there's a lot of boneheads on YouTube. A lot of hello, anybody home? Kinds of people. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.